Good morning, students. Today we are going to work on our tutorial number 4. This is the anchor plate. So the drawing that we will be working with today is a little different because if you look down here, it's in metric. So we have to make sure we're using the metric template. The commands that we are going to use in this particular exercise is we're going to use circles, even that one, this one, there, that one, and these circles right here. Okay, the next command would be using offset to place our grid, where we're going to make these offset lines which are at a distance of 50. You see the square symbol right next to it, that means it's a square shape. So if you see this offset that we have is square, all these are squares. Okay, then the third command would be using the fillet command. Now we've never done or never used the fillet command, so that's what I'm going to show you how to use today. It's a new command. We would use the fillet to make these radius 65 curves. Okay, now let's go on to our drawing. We go to AutoCAD. Make sure you're using a metric template this time. Okay, so I'll go File, New. So far we have been using IMFG because that was in inches, but today we are going to use a metric manufacturing drawing. So I'm going to use that tutorial template. Hit open, continue, and now what we have over here, the title block looks a little different from the one before, so you know that you are in the metric template. What I'm gonna go do next is go to the model space to start drawing my drawing. One thing, when you open up your AutoCAD, it might be a chance that your screen looks a little different. So to change the screen type to the one that I use, all you have to make sure is you are in AutoCAD Classic. Now the good thing about the AutoCAD Classic view is this view really doesn't change. It has stayed the same for, I would say, forever, maybe like 10 years. But every year they keep updating the program, and they keep changing the way the interface looks. So sometimes that's a problem because you cannot find the tools that you are so accustomed to use, right? So all you have to do is go over here and change it to AutoCAD Classic. By default, when you open up, your AutoCAD would look something like this. If you are comfortable using this toolbar, you can even use that. There's no problem with that, but I'm just comfortable using the classic view, so I will just go here and change that to AutoCAD Classic. So when this thing pops up, the new tools, I'll just close that because I really don't use those. Okay, now let's get to our exercise. This is what we need to make. So first I'm going to start with the grid of 50 and make that a little square, right? So I go to AutoCAD, make a line, a vertical line, and all I have to do is type 50. Then I gotta go that way. I won't go that way. I'll just use offset, O, enter, 50, enter. I'm gonna offset this that direction. I'm gonna offset it again. Same thing I'm going to be doing to this line. Offset 50, go that way, and go that way, right? I can always extend these lines to get the grips, move it up and snap it in the right place. 1, 2, and 3. So what we have right now is the inside box. The next thing I'll be making is these 4 circles. Now these 4 circles are a diameter of 26. All 4 of them are the same. That's why it says 4 circles times diameter 26. So I'm gonna make a circle starting over here. Don't forget to type the D, enter, 26. Then I will be copying all these by using the CO command, or I can go over here, either or. Select this, enter, copy from the center point to there, and there. So now I'm done with these 4 circles. I'll draw the middle one. The diameter for the middle one is 76. So I do the same exact thing, circle, enter, center, D, enter, 76. Does that look right? Yeah, that about looks right. The next thing I'll be making is making these circles. As the radius, it says, is 25. So how much is the diameter going to be? Obviously it's going to be double the radius, right? So circle, enter, from the same center point, I'm going to give it a diameter as 50. Is that right? Yeah, 25, so that will make it 50. Let me see, that looks a little bit off. It looks like maybe a double size. So the radius is 25 from the center, so the diameter has to be double the radius. Okay, C, enter, center point, diameter, enter, 50. There you go. Now I'm going to copy these, all the 4 sides, from the center to the center to the center, and there you go. Now if you look in our drawing, most of our job is already done. All the thing I have to do is put in these curves, okay, and trim the circles, right? So to put in the curves, we are using a new command called as Fillet. Now if you look in your tool, you should have Fillet over here somewhere. There you go. That's the Fillet command. So what it does, it joins 2 lines with a certain radius. Okay, so let me do the Fillet command. Let's see what the Fillet radius is 65 and 4 numbers. So I'm just gonna type F, enter, for Fillet. Don't forget to put in the radius, because that's what we want to put, 65. R, enter, for radius, 65, enter. Now I'm gonna select this circle and that circle. You see what I got? Then I'll hit enter to go back to the same command, and everything is already saved. That circle and this circle. Okay, can go again to Fillet, R for radius, enter, 65 is already there, so hit enter again, click and click, and the last one, click and click. Now the thing with the command is, once you are using the command and the next step you want to go back to the same command, all you have to do is hit enter or the space bar, and it takes you back to the same command that you used previously. So I don't have to go clicking over here again and again. Okay, so now we are done. One thing we need to do is start trimming these circles, because they don't belong here. So to trim, again we use the trim over here, or that one right here, or I can do TR, select my whole drawing, enter, and then start trimming. It's as easy as that. Alright, so now we got our drawing in here. All I have to do is erase these. I just click on them, and then I will press what? I'll press delete. Okay, so our drawing looks pretty much like that. Only thing, the lines over here, they are the center lines. Alright, so that's a certain line type that we have. So I could go change the line type of these in the layer panel. Now we have not covered layer panel yet, but I won't be doing that right now. I have to spend quite a bit of time trying to explain to you how to work with the layers, so we'll get to that later on. Okay, so for now this is good enough. All I have to do is go in here, and start putting in my dimensions. I can always go click on this, like selecting it, right click and display locked. I'll hit no. Now I can go inside and I will change the scale. Instead of 1:1, I can make it 2:1. No? It's a little bit more bigger. And I double click outside. Now if I wanted, I could put in the dimension, linear, there to there, boom. Even though the dimension looks small, it doesn't matter, just because the sheet size is pretty huge. Dimension, there to there, okay, should be 50. Dimension, linear, there to there, okay, that's 100. Same thing on the other side. I'm pretty sure you can work with the dimensions on your own. One day I will teach you guys how to work with the dimensions, but right now we're just pretty much just doing some basic dimensioning. Okay, now this shows something wrong, so it should be 50. From there to there should be how much? 100, right? So that's good. So that was our little exercise today. The drawing is in metric. Few commands that we used were circles, trim, fillet, and offset. That's all we used in this particular exercise. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. This is your tutor Ali. We'll be updating a lot more drawings and tutorials that you see over here. So by the time we are done with all these small little tutorials, I'm pretty sure you'll be really comfortable with AutoCAD. Okay, all you have to do is just follow my lead and start working on your program and get better at it. If you have any questions, again, feel free to ask. Thank you.